Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a project to share and I just wanted to come on and share this with you before I package it up. And this is an outgoing swap and it is for Miss Ann, who is Annloca71, and it's the Galentine loaded tote swap. And so this swap, you had to either make a bag, a handmade tote, or you can buy it. So what I did for my swap partners and for Anne, because I made two to swap and one is for Anne. This is my first time joining in to one of her swaps. So I chose to sew this bag. It's called the bucket drawstring bag, and it's a really good size. So this is what it looks like when you pull the drawstring. I had added 2 pockets, and I used the fabrics that I purchased. I think it was Walmart when I went there. And what I did is I used 2 different fabric, and the pink with I don't know what is the print on this fabric, but I felt it went really well with the colors of this Valentine one. And I used the batting to make it really thick and really fluffy. And this batting couldn't be fused on with iron, so I had to quilt the batting. So I did a quilting on this major the background part of this bag, the base. I quilted, I added a lining, which is the matching of the tote, and I added these, you call this the casing, which holds the drawstring. And then these pockets, I use a different kind of interfacing, so it's really sturdy and thick. So that's what my tote is, and I sold 3 of these for my swap. So I'm gonna put everything in here. That's why I wanted to bring you along and show you what I created. So the requirements were you needed to make 8 handmade items, and she had a list of things that you could pick from, and there were bows. You had to do a set of 4, flowers 4, bag toppers 2, you could make a 1, anything beaded, something beaded, a sequence mix, you could make a memdex, what else, or a tag flip, or an album, or anything of your crafter's choice that you can put in for your 8 items. Plus, on the side, she wanted you to make a handmade card and sweet treats and a store-bought goodie. So right here is all what I created. It's not really all what I created. I do have another one. Oh, before I share that, I also created another this is actually like just a regular drawstring tote bag, and it's this right here. It's the matching to the tote that I just sewed. So, and because I made a tag flip, it didn't fit in this tote, so I just decided to make and sew another tote for my tag flip to be sure that it gets there. And so that's what this tote, drawstring tote, looks like. So this is going to hold my tag flip, and I will show you when I get there. But that's another one, and my tag flip has got the rest of my requirements in it. So first off, I made 3 handmade cards for each of them, and this was inspired by Miss Cooper's Coop on YouTube. And she got inspired by I think she was watching or going through or browsing and came across I think Simple Stories. They were promoting something and she saw that they made a card, but it wasn't similar to this, but you know, you get the gist, right? So you just improvise or you think outside the box and make it your own. So she made an envelope, and in her envelope she had added some tags and tickets and right on top of the base of the card. But what I did, because it was Valentine's, I chose to do heart pockets. So I cut it out. I don't know what die is that, but I cut out the hearts and then I added them. I think this was like negatives of something that I had cut out. So I used it, purposely needed to, right? I added a chipboard sticker, and this collection I'm using is the Love Notes from Echo Park. Well, part of it was from Michael's The Recollections. I think it was Sweetheart. What's the name of that? Here it is, Sweetheart's Day Recollection. I think this is a little older, from last year, I believe, or maybe the year 2 years ago. I have no idea, but this is part of the papers that I used and incorporated into my swap. So first off, I used this backing for the base, and I layered, I think this is a regular card base that is from, you can buy the card in the envelopes. I think I bought it a while back from Michael's, because I had this in my stash for a while, like years, and I just came across of it when I was organizing my craft room, and I said I need to use them because I did have these in Hawaii. I think I didn't buy any from when I moved here. So I stacked the pockets and I had fussy cut out these tickets. I'm hoping I'm in frame. And these tickets are from that Sweetheart Day paper pads. So it's cute. I love it. It says coupon tight hug. A coupon good for 1 ice cream and 1 smooch. Isn't that cute? I thought it was cute. I love tickets. So I put that in that pocket, and then I cut out my own tickets from other, when they come in a paper pad, there's like strips of borders that you can cut out. So I used that and made tickets. So I put that in there. And basically all 3 of my cards are, created the same way. And then I added a lining on the inside and added this sticker, a heart sticker. So this is the card. It's going to my swap partner. This is the other card. It's similar, just different elements. So that is the second one. And then the third one, it has a different background paper because I ran out of this paper. And then this one has different elements on it. And I love how they turned out. I think it makes it so cute, and you can use these tickets. And then I left the card blank. I just added a note for my partners and Miss Ann, so they can use these cards next year. So I'm gonna package this in this self-sealed clear bag, and then that way we can put it all together. So that's gonna go in there. So my next item, I did some sequin mix, and I mixed it up because I had to do some shakers, and I just had these, and I said, I might as well use it all up. So I did that. And then the packaging I created for my sequins is this Sweetheart box. It actually just comes with the base die here. And this is from KS Craft. And I cut it out. I created the box, which is just about, I think, a 1/2 inch or maybe 3/8 of an inch depth. And then I added a lining on the inside, and this will be going in there for my swap partner. So that's what the sequence mix is gonna go in. And I also had given a spoon. It's in a clear bag too, so that's gonna go with this. And I usually want to package everything in cellophane bags because, you know, shipping, they're not very nice sometimes, and I don't want everything to be exploded into my my big box. So bear with me. Let me put this in because I just wanted to bring you along while I package these, and hopefully it goes very quick. And don't mind the background noise. It's Saturday and our neighbors are off, and they're, you know how it is, got stuff to do. So this is what I'm gonna put it in, a clear bag, and that's what it is. Look, to package up. And then my next items were, I made bowls, and I pretty much made enough to fit the packaging that I made for these bowls. This is actually a heart die bowl, and it's beautiful. This is the smaller size. No, this is the bigger size, or maybe the smaller one. I think the bigger one is big. And this is also a heart bowl, but it's a flat bowl. I mean, it does not have any dimension, but I looked at it and I added, I popped it up on these foam tape to make it dimensional. You see that? I got foam tape all in between there, and then it sits up like this, and it's not flat. It's so pretty. So I made a red with a heart cabochon and a pink with a gold gem. I think this gem is from Dollar Tree. And then I made these other two bowls because I had room, and then I just cut this out of the paper. I don't recall what die is this, but I love how it turned out. So I'll be packaging this. I created a heart box, gift box from Erica, who is Scrap Diva Designs. It's so pretty. I love this box, but it holds enough of what you need to put in there. So I did have flowers in here, and then I needed a place to put my bowls. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take the flowers out and put the bowls in here. So let's package it up. So what I did is I laid the flat ones down below. This die was pretty easy to put together. And then I added this bigger one on the inside first before I added the little ones. And then I put the little ones in the back. And here you go. It's all ready to go. And all pretty. And I use a Velcro dot. Normally you can close it like this, but it wouldn't stay closed. So I just added a Velcro dot on the outside to keep it closed. So that's what it looks like. These are my bowls. I hope my swap partner will like everything I created. So that will go, we will package up the tote when I'm done packaging everything up. So the next item, I created a beaded tassel. It's so pretty. I used this yarn. I think I bought it from the Dollar Tree a while back, and I really don't like it. I don't like it, but I hope my swap partner will like it because of the fact that it's very, it's like fuzzy, and I don't like how the fuzzy sheds off. It's pretty, but it's just, I don't know. In my mind, it's messy. So I added a bead cap. After making my tassel, I used the yarn, the rest of the yarn that I tied it with to add on my beads. Hopefully that will stay there. And I put a gold bead cap, a raspberry aqua bead, another gold bead cap, and I created this heart using paper. So that's what I did. It's glitter paper. So I added that. I strung that on to the bead, the crochet. And then on top of that, I added another bead cap and a pretty, oh my gosh, this bead is absolutely gorgeous. And I bought this bead from Tiffany, who is Jazzy's Sweet Stuff on YouTube and Sweet Girly Things on IG, because she does live destash beads. I mean beads, like beautiful beads. So I kind of snatched these guys up. I thought it was so pretty. And it looks like it's got sequins in it, but I'm not sure. Then I added a bead cap on the top and a pretty bow that was in my stash. I think I bought these. I have no idea where I bought it. And then another bead, and then another bead cap. And then I added this clasp that I had in my stash. So it came out pretty cute, but it's just this one I'm not really liking. So I hope my partners will like it. I created this box, and all 3 swaps have this box. So I made this box and I lined it all with the designer paper. I matted it, and this is the Rick Rack die. I love using this to embellish for the background. So I added the Rick Racks, and then I added this scalloped heart at the bottom. On top of it, it's a white mesh, the netting. And then on top of it, I added another heart that I put up on glue, what you call dimensional glue tape. And then a butterfly right here that you can fluff up, but I had flattened it for shipping. So that's what the box I created for this bead tassel. And then you just put it in there, and then I just fold the tassel up. I know, it's so cute. Love this box. So that's the box that I created. And next, I had created a wand. I love making wands. I mean, I do. I just love creating wands. All these dies, they are from Scrap Diva Designs, who is Erica. Her words. This is the newest die that came in January. And except for the butterfly and for the teddy bear, this is from other dies. But all the big part of this one is from Scrap Diva Designs. And then this teddy bear is, I think I bought him from Temu, and he came with I think it was a combination of Galentines, because there was a layering heart, scalloped, and the matting, and then the bear that came with it. And this butterfly, I got it off of Amazon. I don't know. Oh, shoots, I don't remember. Yeah, well, it's the Amazon butterfly die. And then I just added the gold foil, the red foil, and I made sequence clusters for the center, if you can see that. You see the sequence? So I made clusters right there on top of the butterfly for the center. And this is a shaker. I know you don't want to hear it, but that's a shaker. And then, so this, I don't remember what the name of this die, but this comes, the whole thing with the shaker and this background, because this is the layered one. And I added a netting mesh here. And then I did put a tulle bowl that I tied. And then I added all these pretty ribbon When you turn it over, I decorated the back. So this is also Scrap Diva Designs Rosette die. It's an older die. And I added her doily die in the background. And this is a Stamp Market Heart Rosette die. And this was a negative from a die cut. And this is all the ribbon. So pretty. Love how this turned out. And it's sturdy because I added another straw in here. So that way it's sturdy and it will hold the shipping and, you know, wherever my swap partner is going to put it. So this is going to be packaged in, where is it? I already packaged it up. It's going to look like that. So that's what my one is going to be. So that's another one. So my next project I did was, so this is my packaging. I didn't take my project out of here. I created a bowl clip, paper clip, so I could hold it to keep the package. I created these pennants. These are all scraps. And I added and layered these hearts with diamond dots on it. Isn't that pretty? And this packaging, I think it came from Amazon. There was like a whole bunch of it. And I love it because it's very sturdy. And in here I made a Memdex. And then I did acetate on both sides. So I couldn't put my information, just my social media. And this is also, this is the Elegant Heart Memdex card from no, this is KS Crafts. That's so pretty. I don't know where this word cutting die from. And I did paper flowers, the minis, and the medium size, and these pretty gold leaf. And I love how this turned out. It's simple, but yet it's elegant. And I added these lips on the top of the acetate, and I glued it on. That's right, it's a shaker Memdex card, so that's another item. And it will be packaged there. Oh, and I also added a little dangle. So what I did is I used the lips and I just attached it with jump rings and I added it to the Memdex. So just so pretty. I love getting Memdex cards or ATC, and I did have quite a few collection right now from friends. So that goes there. I'm sorry I wasn't in frame. And then you just slide the paper clip right on there and it keeps it closed. That's another project. So another project I did is I made a clipboard, and this is holding my embellishments, and this is what the bear comes with. You see all the layers? I did a crepe paper rosette right here, and then it's the base is the main, I'm not gonna take it off, I'm sorry, but that's what it looks like. Isn't that so cute? Look at her, she's so pretty. I added the netting, the main base, the netting, the next layering piece, the crepe paper rosette, the other layering piece. Oh, the top layering piece is from Scrap Diva Designs. That comes with the words. Oh no, it comes with I think it comes with this, or maybe not, I'm not sure. So that's what it is. And this, I made a shaker. This is the small size of the bigger that I used for the one, because it has two sizes. But this one is the mini size. Isn't it so pretty? It does not come with all the layering like the bigger one does. It's just like right there, the scallop and then the top for the shaker. But It came out so pretty. And then the clipboard, I added an acetate for the backing to hold my embellishment. I created a charm dangle here with all the Valentine's charms. And that's what it's dirty. Yep. So this will be packaged. Let me see. Did I have packages? Yes. I like to put all my stuff in clear bags because I didn't want it to fall out of the, you know, when it's in the tote, especially my tote is not big enough to close everything in. So I just want to put everything in clear bags and keep it together. So if it does fall apart, then at least the pieces will be all in the bag and not everywhere. So, I mean, that's how I am. I know. It's so bad, right? When you have what you call that? OCD problem. So that's what it's gonna be in. And then I will just add a washi tape. Where is my washi tape? To the bottom to keep it closed. I hope you guys are having a good morning. And whatever you're doing, I hope you're crafting. But it's a beautiful, nice, warm, but it has really, I mean, we do have wind, but it makes it colder. So I'm gonna, that's part of that. And then this goes here and that. So now I am going to package it in the tote. So you're gonna be with me and see how I do it. So first off, I like to put the clipboard in first because that's the, you know, besides the wand. And the wand is gonna go behind the clipboard. So I hope you can see, and I'm in frame. And that's what it's gonna look like. And then I'm gonna add, oh, I'm sorry. Did I put that in a bag? Yes, I did. So I'm gonna put this in a clear bag too, because that's going into the tote. I know this is real time, guys. I don't know how to edit, but at least I know everything's gonna go and get to Miss Ann safely. And then let's washi tape that down. Hopefully that washi tape will hold it, right? So that's done. That goes in here. My Memdex. And then this will be also hopefully fit in this bag. It's got to go sideways because it's, I think it's the only way it's gonna fit, or maybe not. I think I did have it, yeah, it's gonna go this way. Is that okay, right? And then I'm gonna keep that closed with washi tape. And here we go. And this will go here. Oh wait, first let's load the pockets. So this is going in one of the pockets. That's how deep it is and big it is. The pocket is really big. You can add that in there. This is going in the other pocket. And then this will go here. And then the last of all, I have the card that will go here. And this is what the tote is going to look like. So I just pull the drawstring to keep it tight. And then I'm just adding some heart suckers in here. That's not the only treat. I will just keep that a surprise. Not, you know, with the other gifts that I'm gifting. But that's what the tote is going to look like, all loaded up. So I have 3 of them. So that's 1. And this is the second one. And then this is the third. So hopefully, I mean, I have the tag flip to share with you with the rest of my item, but this is what the tote, the main tote, will look like. So now let's get into my tag flip, and then we will end this video. But thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming and sharing this time with me. So this will be the bag for the tag flip. And let's put you down. So I did a heart shape tag flip, and this is what it looks like. I added all this trim, these ribbons. They can take it apart and use it. And I had those in my stash. I don't know how long, because it came in my box when we moved to Hawaii. And then this is like a wooden heart shape, and they can alter it, you know, for next year. So I use this shaped for my for my tags. And that's what the front look like. It says hugs. It has a pretty gold trim, a bow. I don't know where that bow came from. And then the cute little bear. So I staggered couple hearts. This is the Sweetheart Day collection. I added rickracs, and that is the cover. And then I used the tags to hold the rest of my requirements, which is flowers that I created. That is so pretty. And I used the removable glue dots, and hopefully they can come out. And these I created bag toppers. It said 2, but I just made the large, medium, and the small. Who doesn't want bag toppers, right? Love how it turned out. I had added, this is the smaller heart bowl. I added these chip bars that I had in my stash. And it's a cute dog, the heart gem, the netted mesh, the rickrack, and then back here is, I think it's a starburst die, and the lips. And this I also added a bowl, the mini bowl. I don't recall what bowl is that, but I'm thinking it's the Chaos Craft. And then the elements, netting, and this pretty cutie, the cats. Isn't that so cute? And then this is the Chaos Craft banner. And then I just added hearts with pearl gems on it. So pretty. And these are my rosettes. I did leave 2 plain, and I embellished 2. I know, it's a lot going on, right? And this one, I love this butterfly bowl. It is my favorite. I got the banners on here with the words, my mini flowers, and then I layered it. Like I have tulle, I have this gold thread that I layered in the back. I added the heart for the base, the arrow that goes across through the heart, the word banner, the butterfly, and my flower cluster. And then I just added these elements to decorate the blank spaces. And this one also, it's a cute die. So that is my tag flip, everyone. And I hope you enjoyed my project share. And this is the back, because I really enjoyed creating for everyone. And I hope my partners and Miss Ann will like it. You folks will watch me package this up. So I am going to put my tag flip in a tissue paper just to cushion it. And then I just grab the ribbon, wrap it down on the bottom, and then I'm going to wrap this. So you guys have a great crafty day. And I will be back with another project share because it's another swap that I entered that need to be out the same time this swap is gonna go out. So I'll be back in another video, everyone. So this is what it's gonna look like, packaged up in this cute little bag, safe, ready to ship. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. If you have any questions about my project share, please leave a comment below. And I will link Miss Ann's handle in the description box. And you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care. Aloha.